going on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all platforms? And this is another mock draft by Big Pat Sports Talk, another 7-round new 2022 New York Giants mock draft 3.0. See the players on the screen. We're going to get into it. Man, it's going to be an exciting one. It's going to be trades, everything that you want in the mock draft. So let's get to it. With the number 5 pick, the New York Giants trade to the Washington football team. The New York Giants get Washington's number 9 pick and number 40 pick in the current draft. With the number 5 pick, the Washington football team selects quarterback Kenny Pickett, Pittsburgh. There's another trade alert. The New York Giants, with the number 7 pick, actually traded to the Baltimore Ravens. The Giants get the number 16, 47, and 78 picks in the 2022 draft. With the number 7 pick, the Baltimore Ravens select Garrett Wilson, wide receiver, Ohio State. With the number 9 pick in the NFL 2022 NFL draft, the New York Giants select Kenyon Green, offensive guard / tackle, Texas A&M. All right, you guys heard the pick. Our very first pick in the 2022 NFL draft at number 9, Mr. Kenyon Green. And this guy is an absolute monster when it comes to offensive lineman, man. The guy is 6'4", 325, and he's played every position on the line besides center. He's played left tackle, he's played right tackle, he's played left guard, he's played right guard for Texas A&M, and he's done well at all those positions. He was able to play well enough where they can count on him to go to any position they asked him to, and he played his doggone butt off. He's an absolute mauler in the run game. I mean, this guy is a road grader. That's what we need, man. Check out number 55 in the highlight, man. He's just pushing people around. He pushes people for 10 yards, 15 yards, 20 yards. Man, this guy has very good feet to be that big, and he does. And the main thing that I love about the guy, he can pick up a stunt. He knows how to pick up a stunt. Unlike Will Hernandez or Skura or Bredesen, this guy can pick up a stunt, and that's one of the main things I want my offensive lineman to be able to do. Because if you try to run straight through this guy, man, he's a road grader, man. He has power on top of power. He has speed. He can pull. He has very good pass blocking grades, had very good run blocking grades. Kenyon Green is an absolute monster to me, and I think he's probably the 2nd or 3rd best offensive line prospect in this draft behind Evan Neal and Ekwanu. Both those guys were gone, so I went with Neal here. We could put him at right tackle, we could put him at right guard or left guard, and we will be okay. So we get the first staple of rebuilding this offensive line, Mr. Kenyon Green, Texas A&M, left tackle, right guard, left tackle. Wherever you need this guy, he can be there and he can dominate in each position. So welcome to the New York Football Giants, Kenyon Green. Let's go dominate. With the number 16 pick in this year's NFL Draft 2022, the New York Giants select Tyler Linderbaum, center, Iowa. All right, with our second pick at number 16, we took Mr. Tyler Linderbaum, center from Iowa. Man, he's measurements right going at 6'3", 290. I beg to differ, people saying that he's kind of small to be playing the center position because he doesn't play small, man. Maybe he can put on 10 more pounds to get to that 300 range, but this kid certainly doesn't play small, and his game is absolutely mauler. This guy is a very smart center. He knows when to pick up stunts. He knows when to go find work. You got him on run plays going down the field with the running back 30 yards down the field blocking. Man, this guy's amazing, bro, and he actually solidifies this offensive line. I believe once he gets used to the NFL speed, there's no stopping the guy. He can pull. He knows. He's just smart. He knows how to use angles. He knows how to use his power, and he's very powerful to be a smaller center, as they say. I think this guy is the perfect center prospect for us. And with him and Kenyon Green on the offensive line together with Andrew Thomas, hey, we're well on our way to building a great offensive line here in New York. This guy, man, you just look at his film, man. This guy's an absolute beast, man. He hustles. He knows how to cut people off. He knows how to call out blitzes. He knows how to stop a bigger nose tackle from pushing him back into the quarterback. He knows how to anchor down. He knows the angles. He knows how to get good punch on his blocks. Look at him punch that guy to the ground right there, and he's way bigger than him. I believe Tyler Linderbaum solidifies this offensive line. We haven't had a good center since Sean O'Hare, so it's about time the G-Man get back to good football. So, hey, Tyler Linderbaum, center, Iowa. Let's go, kid. Let's get it. With the number 32 pick in the NFL Draft 2022, the New York Giants select Kingsley Enagbare, edge, South Carolina. All right, Giants fans, Giants Nation, with our third pick at number 32, we selected Kingsley Enagbare, edge, South Carolina. And when I say people call this guy a grown man on the field, this guy is a grown man on the field, man. He can be absolutely a dominating presence on this defensive line, man, at edge. Man, he played in the SEC, so you know he played against the best. He played against the Evan Neals. He played against Georgia, the Tennessees, the Floridas, the Texas A&Ms, the Arkansas, man. And he actually, I like to say, he dominated out there in the SEC. He was one of the finalists to win Defensive Player of the Year in the SEC, man. He's absolutely a beast, man. He's a monster against the run already. As soon as you bring him in against it on your team, I believe he's one of your best run defenders automatically. His edge rush presence, he's very fast and he's very strong, man. The guy is 6'4", 260. That's great size for an edge rusher in the NFL. This guy has a motor out this world. He doesn't quit. He's nasty, and he wants to get to that quarterback, and he's gonna hit that quarterback. Wherever the ball is, this is where this guy wants to be. And he comes with bad intentions, man. And I really like the guy, man. I think this guy's a first-round talent, but he's not getting the pub of a lot of people. And then I would be elated if we could get this guy with our second-round pick at number 32. It's gonna be great, man, to see him and Leo on the line. I think that's gonna be good. Him, Leo, Ojulari. I think we could get some pressure with these guys, man. And as soon as he learns better hand placement when it comes to edge rushing, as soon as he learns a spin move, because his bull rush and his dip on the edge is very good, man. He has very good lean on the edge, so I'm not worried about that. He just needs to learn the ins and outs, man. And once this guy gets a little training, bro, he's off to the races, man. So Kingsley Enagbare, edge, South Carolina, man. Welcome to the G, man. And let's get after that quarterback, brother. With the 40th pick in the NFL Draft 2022, the New York Giants select Jalen Wydermeyer, tight end, Texas A&M. All right, you heard the pick was in. The next pick, Mr. Jalen Wydermeyer, tight end, Texas A&M. Man, this is a big guy that has very great talent at the tight end position. We're going to need some tight ends because I believe Ed Ingram and Kyle Rudolph will not be back this upcoming year. Jalen Wydermeyer, tight end, Texas A&M, going at 6'5", 256. I think this is the best receiving tight end in the draft, and he's also a very willing blocker. He has great route. He can run any route tree that you need him to run. He's very good against linebackers, and he's way too big for a safety. Man, I think this guy can be the next tight end for the New York Football Giants. I know we're not used to athletic tight ends. We're used to people like Kevin Boss and Jake Ballard, but times have changed. I think this guy could be a very, very, very good asset and target for Daniel Jones if he's the quarterback, or whoever we bring in here, whether it's a Marcus Mariota. And I mean, man, we may draft a quarterback this year. Who knows? But this guy right here, Jalen Wydermeyer, will be an absolute steal at number 40. This guy, he's just a talent, man. I mean, he played in the SEC, so he played against top competition all year long. And he dominated, man. He's a red zone threat, 6'5". We can get this guy the ball in the red zone. That's what we need, man. We need red zone targets, and we need a true red zone threat. I believe this guy comes in immediately and does that for us. And let's work on his blocking. When he gets to the lead, when he gets to the New York Giants, man, we're gonna work on his blocking, man. We're getting those big hog mollies in front of him. I know a lot of guys don't want to hear hog mollies anymore, so I'm gonna say we're gonna get those big road graders in front of him. And I think he could do very well in the single back big formations that we like to run. But let's see. I mean, with the firing of Joe Judge and we bringing in a new GM, let's see where we go. And if they want to go to where we can be an explosive offense, man, this guy will be one of the keys to getting this offense back to being explosive. Red zone threat, can high point the ball, back shoulder throws, whatever you need this guy to do, roll out, screens, whatever you need this guy to do, he can do it for you, man. So Jalen Wydermeyer at 40, the pick is in. New York Giants select the big Texas A&M stud tight end, and let's get it, man. Let's get this offense back to being a decent offense. Jalen Wydermeyer, welcome to the G-Man, kid. With the 47th pick in the NFL draft, the New York Giants select Darian Kinnard, offensive tackle / guard, University of Kentucky. All right, at pick 47, the G-Man select Darian Kinnard, offensive guard / tackle from the University of Kentucky. And man, just look at your screen. This is what we need. Somebody that's just big, mean, nasty, tenacious, just wants to go out there and put his hands on somebody. Look at that picture there. That's what we need, man. Look at the growl on this guy's face, man. This guy's going to come in. He's weighing at 6'5". He's tall, 6'5", 345. Just a big man. Just a big man, period. And that's what we need, man. We need somebody who's going to be tough on this offensive line. We need somebody who's going to come in and dominate. This is the third offensive lineman that I got for this mock draft, man. I'm going crazy with the big road graders. I believe we need to build this line to be big road graders, and let's run this football down people's throats. And this guy allows you to do that, either at right tackle or right guard. He played both positions, and that's what I'm going for in this draft, man. Versatility, man. This is what we need. This guy is mean. He's nasty. He just has the look of a guy that wants to put hands on somebody, and he has the resume to back it up. He's a very good prospect. To be that size, he's quick on his feet, and when he gets his hands on you, it's over. When he gets his hands on you, it's over. And another theme in this draft, SEC, top competition. He played against top competition all year. Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee, Florida, Alabama, man, Texas A&M, Arkansas, man. He played top pass rushers all year at right tackle, and he held his own, man. Kentucky has always been a surprise in the SEC. They've been a surprise in the SEC for the past 2 to 3 years, man. They've had good records. They've beaten us, I think, 2 out of the last 3 times, the Florida Gators. And, man, this guy just brings in an absolute nastiness that we need here in New York with the offensive line. Let's get this offensive line built. That's the first thing the new GM and coach need to do. Let's get this offensive line built. Let's get these young men, put them in there, man. Let them learn and let them build together, and let's build a dominant offensive line with the New York Football Giants again, man. Like I said, 6'5", 345. He has the height, he has the size, he has the athleticism. He can pull, he can block, he can roll grade. I like this guy at 47. I think it would be a great pickup here. And Darian Kinnard, man, just look at the picture, man. That's exactly what I want in an offensive lineman right there. I want this guy to put somebody on their ass. And that's what I believe this guy would do. So at number 47, Darian Kinnard, University of Kentucky, right tackle / right guard. Let's see what he does best, and let's get him in the best position to play his best for the New York Giants. Welcome to the Giants, big dog. Let's get it. Let's eat. With the 67th pick in the NFL draft, the New York Giants select Chad Muma, linebacker, Wyoming. All right, you heard the pick is in. The New York Giants selected Chad Muma, inside linebacker from the Wyoming Cowboys. I know you guys are saying, a guy from Wyoming? Yes, a guy from Wyoming, man. This guy is absolutely a monster. I looked at film on this guy. This guy has the speed to play the inside linebacker position. He's a sure tackler, and he can cover as well. This guy's very underrated. You see the pickoff that he just did right there, and he has a lot of speed to go with it. Man, we can put this guy next to Blake Martinez if we decide to bring him back, and man, he can shoot the gap like no other. He's very good against the run, and like I said, he can pass cover as well, and he comes with bad intentions when he gets to the football. He knows how to get to the football as well. He knows how to get to the quarterback. He has multiple sacks out there at Wyoming, man. And I just like this kid. He's very underrated, and we could get him with the 67th pick. That would be absolutely awesome. I do believe that he is a complimentary linebacker, to where if you have a very good middle inside linebacker, he's definitely a great compliment. He's going to shoot those gaps correctly. He has very good gap responsibility, man. I love watching this kid's film. As you can see in the highlight below, man, he is very good, and I believe he is underrated, and I believe he will do very well with the G-Man, man. He can be one of those sideline to sideline guys, and he's sneaky athletic, man. This guy's sneaky fast and he's sneaky athletic. Just let's teach him how to hit those gaps, which he already does. Let's teach him how to hit it a little better, and he's not afraid of contact. He doesn't go to the offensive lineman and just get stuck. He knows his responsibilities, and he would do his responsibility. Let's give him a chance. Welcome to the G-Man, Mr. Chad Muma, man. And, man, we got a linebacker that can cover and play the run very, very well. I like this guy. Welcome to the G-Man, kid. With the 78th pick in the NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Alec Pierce, wide receiver, Cincinnati. All right, man, you heard the pick. At number 78, we take Mr. Alec Pierce, wide receiver from Cincinnati. He goes at 6'3", 213. Man, this guy is an absolute steal at number 78. If we could get this guy at number 78, man, this guy is everything that I think that this receiving core would need. He's sneaky fast. He's 6'3", back shoulder throws. Knows how to run routes, great route tree, knows how to pick up those extra yardage, and is just absolutely tough at the receiver position. Knows how to get off the jam at the line, and man, he played at Cincinnati, but when they played top competition, this guy showed up and showed out. Very good red zone threat, fiery, he'll get in your face, talk a little noise. I'm getting, what's my boy from the Packers, man? I can't think of his name right now, but I'm getting those vibes, man. That guy that came from Kansas State, man, it just seemed like he wasn't fast when he came out, but all of a sudden he was always open for Aaron Rodgers, man. And I'm getting those vibes from this kid, man. This kid is very tenacious. He has a great route tree. Any route tree that you want this guy to run, he can do. He can run the fly. He can run the comeback. He can run the curl. He can run the post corner. He can run the option route. He can run the drag, the zig, the zag, whatever route you want him to run, man. This guy is a competitor, and he's a winner at Cincinnati, man. And he will go up and get that ball, man. I think he can do exactly what we wanted Kenny Galladay to do. And with those road graders at the offensive line, the quarterback has enough time to get him the ball, man. I think this guy comes in and he makes an immediate impact for this team. I like the kid, man. I think the world is kid, man. He's underrated as well, and if we could get him at 78, that would be an absolute steal, man. This kid knows how to play the game. He's going to block for you. He's going to run those routes. He's going to run every route 100%. Even if he knows he's not getting the ball, he's still going to run that route like he's getting the ball. And when I say this guy can get open, he gets open. Alec Pierce, receiver, Cincinnati. Welcome to the G-Man. Let's go out there and get some yards, bro. With the 79th pick in the NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Ed Ingram, guard, LSU. All right, you heard the pick at number 79 with back-to-back picks. We just got Alec Pierce. Now we're going to get Ed Ingram. Y'all must have thought I was playing when I said we was going to build this offensive line. This is the fourth road grader that we're going to get. right guard, Ed Ingram, LSU, SEC, once again, top competition, played top competition, top defensive lineman all year long, and he held his own. This guy's a big road grader, man, 6'3", 315, nasty size. When he puts people down, he makes sure they stay down. He can pull. He can. In the run game, he's good. In the pass game, he's good. Look at the way he lays people out, man. I love the way this guy plays. We can have him at the left guard where Thomas is, or we can put Green there, or we can put Kinnard there. Versatility on the offensive line. We fixed this offensive line this year. We go hard. We get 4 offensive linemen. Maybe to replace all the offensive linemen that we're going to lose this year, and very well they do not need to be on this team. I made it to where we replace Billy Price, we replace Hernandez, we replace Skura, we replace Soda. And I think if you get these guys on this offensive line, all these guys are young. I'm not saying all these guys will start, but I have a better feeling with all 4 of these young linemen starting alongside Andrew Thomas than what we had this year. We got road graders. We are going to run this ball. We're going to run this ball, man. And that's what I want to get. SEC linemen. All these guys are SEC linemen and 1 Big Ten and Tyler Linderbaum. And, man, we're going to run this ball down your throat, man. We're going to get somebody. We're going to let Saquon Barkley do his thing if he's still here. Saquon Barkley and Booker behind the offensive line like this, I think they gel, and I think we get this thing running and going well. Ed Ingram, LSU, offensive guard. Let's get it, Ed. Let's go out there and let's put somebody on their ass. With the 97th pick in the NFL draft, the New York Giants select running back Jerome Ford, Cincinnati. All right, at pick number 97, we take Jerome Ford, running back, Cincinnati. He's coming in at 5'11", 220, a bigger back with home run speed. Yes, this is a bigger back that had home run speed. He was formerly at Alabama, but he was behind a lot of guys at Alabama. He transferred to Cincinnati, and he balled out. This is a guy that I would love to have as a third back, or he could be the second back behind Saquon Barkley if we don't bring in Booker. And let's be real, I think this guy could take over as the feature back, man. This guy has a running style that is very, very great. If you got road graders in front of him, he's very tough. He runs over people. He runs past people. He jukes people. This guy, I think he's actually going to run around a 4.4 at the combine, and he's 5'11", 220, which would be absolutely dynamite for this team. I think he can catch out the backfield. He can block. He did a lot of things for Cincinnati, man, and I love the way he played with Desmond Ridder over there with them boys. And guess what? Alec Pierce, we team him with his teammate at Cincinnati. Man, this guy is dynamite, man, and I think this guy can make an immediate impact for this team. I think he can make an immediate impact at kickoff returns if he's the third back. You got to put this guy on the field. I love the way he runs, man. He runs with a nice angle. His balance is very good, similar to something like an Alvin Kamara with his balance, and he has deceptive speed. This guy, when he gets into the open field, it's going to be very hard for you to catch him. At 97, I think he would be a steal at 97. So, Mr. Jerome Ford, running back, Cincinnati at number 97. The Giants get themselves a valuable back behind Saquon Barkley, or a valuable feature back if Saquon Barkley's not here, because that is very well can happen with the new GM and the new coach. They may want to go in a different direction, and if they go in this direction, hey, I ain't mad at you, man. Come to the New York Football Giants and ball out. Mr. Jerome Ford, running back, Cincinnati, formerly Alabama, transferred to Cincinnati. When you're at Alabama and you're a running back, you know you got talent. So let's get it. Look at the breakaway speed. I want to see you doing that for the G-Man, kid. Let's get it. Let's get some touchdowns. With the 146th pick in this year's draft, the New York Giants select Charlie Kolar, tight end, Iowa State. All right, at pick number 146, you heard we picked Mr. Charlie Kolar, tight end from Iowa State. Comes in at 6'6", 260. Can you say red zone threat? And when I say this guy is more athletic than you think at 6'6", and man, he runs good routes and he can move these chains for whoever we have at quarterback, and he can get that ball in the end zone for wherever we got at quarterback this year coming up. I love this kid, Charlie Kolar from Iowa State. I think he's very underrated. I think he's one of the better tight ends in this draft. And with him and Wydermeyer out there, man, we can run two tight end sets. We can run two tight ends and run the ball because they're both very willing blockers. Kolar is actually a very good blocker and very good on play action, because if he fakes like he blocks it, he goes down that seam. He is 6'6", 260, running at a fast pace, and we get those first downs down the middle of the field. Man, let's get an absolute red zone offense that's deadly coming up this year. Let's get the offensive line to where we can run that ball and get 3rd and 1s, and then make those linebackers come up to stop that run and hit guys like Wydermeyer and Kolar out of play action and just absolutely dominate the middle of the field. Let's dominate, man. Getting guys like this, I think we can dominate. 6'6", 260, man. He's too big for any any safety. He's faster than a lot of linebackers. It's going to be hard to cover guys like this on this team with road graders, with the offensive line. The quarterback gets time, and man, he's faster than you think. He's strong. It takes 2 to 3 people to pull him down. Charlie Kolar, this is one of my favorite picks of this mock draft, man. I like this kid, man. Let's get this kid with the G-man, and let's let this kid get some red zone touchdowns for us. Let's let this kid make some good blocks for us, so our running backs can get out to the outside and just road grade a team. Let's take these damn teams' souls, man. Let's take these teams' pride. Let's hit them in the mouth for 4 quarters. Let's really do that. And I promise you, this guy helps us do that, man. Charlie Kolar, tight end, Iowa State, 6'6", 260. Welcome to the G-Man kid, and let's go out there and get some points. With the 171st pick in this year's NFL draft, the New York Giants select linebacker Leo Chenal, Wisconsin. All right, at pick 171, we took Mr. Leo Chenal. This is a guy that you guys already know, man. I've had him into my previous mock draft. Leo Chenal, very good linebacker, and I think this guy is underrated as well. I know I keep saying that, but man, these prospects that I'm looking at, man, this kid knows how to get after the quarterback, and he comes with bad intentions, and he hits hard, man. This guy is going to be very good in the run game. He's not going to be too hyped in the pass game, but we need a thumper. We need that thumper, man. We need somebody that can come in and be that thumper for us, like a Blake Martinez if he goes down. And this guy will be a valuable backup to start his career. He may turn into a starter, but man, when I say this guy can get after the quarterback, he does that at a very high rate, and he just has a knack for doing it. Sending him on those zero blitzes or those inside linebacker blitzes, this guy will be perfect. Leo Chenal, he has leadership ability. He was a leader on that Wisconsin defense, man. Big Ten, he played against competition as well. Michigan, Ohio State, he plays against those. The Iowas, he played against Linderbaum. He's played against those guys, man, the Minnesotas. And he's done very well. He's had a heck of a career out there. He's going 6'2", 261. Very big at linebacker right now. You don't find so many linebackers at the 260 weight. And man, when I say he brings the thump, he brings the thump. And I like this guy at 171. I think this will be a very good value pick for our G-men. We're building the trenches. We building the front 7 on the defense, and we're building this offensive line. And you're not going to bully us anymore in these damn trenches. We are going to fix these trenches, and we're going to get after your ass this year. And this guy's one of those guys that could get after your quarterback this year. Man, I'm hyped about this draft. I like Leo Chenal. Welcome to the G-Man kid. 171, linebacker, Leo Chenal, Wisconsin. Let's get it. With the 186nd pick in this year's NFL draft, the New York Giants select Camarda, punter, Georgia. Hey, what's going on? Number 182, Camarda. You heard the pick. punter from Georgia. Punter. You guys wouldn't believe how much we actually need a punter, man. Looking at Riley Dixon making $3 million and he couldn't punt the ball worth a damn. Well, we get a great punter here in Jay Camarda. Set all punting records for the SEC and Georgia. Very good punter. We get to play a great field position battle with this guy. We're not going to have to see 25 to 30-yard punts anymore. This guy averaged 55 yards a punt this previous season with the champion Georgia Bulldogs. Congratulations, you guys. They beat up on Alabama. They got their revenge for this season's earlier loss and for Nick Saban beating them in the championship game when they had Jake for State Farm. My goodness. But Jake Camarda, punter, Georgia, in the 6th round. This is a position of need. I know a couple of you guys are laughing, but man, look, man, this guy will absolutely be a force for our special teams. And let's get some punts inside the 10-yard line, and let's get some field position. Jake Camarda, punter, Georgia. Let's go. Welcome to the G-Man, kid. With the 225th pick in the NFL draft and their final pick of this year's draft, the New York Giants select Danny Gray, wide receiver, SMU. All right, guys, you heard the pick, the very last pick of our draft. Last but not least, Mr. Danny Gray, wide receiver from SMU. Man, this guy is 6'2", 198 pounds, has the frame to put on about 5 to 10 more pounds to be around 205 pounds. Not only does this guy will provide some receiving catches for us in the offense this year, I think he provides a very good deal as our special teams returner, man. This guy has speed to burn. He's very tough. I believe this guy is very underrated. If we get this guy here in the 7th round, it would be an absolute steal. I think this guy is a 3rd to 4th round talent, but since he played at SMU and doesn't get too much pub, I believe he can fall to us this low. They have him ranked very low, but I will say this guy can turn into a very darn good receiver with a great offensive scheme. He has speed to burn. He's big. He's not scared to go over the middle. And man, look at the highlight here, man. I'm telling you, this guy can run with the best of them. I look for him to get him the ball in quick screens. Just get him the ball in space, man. And I think this guy will be very, very, very good asset for us, especially in the kick return and the punt return game. We need somebody like that like yesterday. So Mr. Danny Gray, wide receiver, 6'2", 198, can get up to about 210 on that frame and be an absolute beast for us. So I think he could be a 7th round steal for us, and he has great hands. He doesn't drop the ball, and I think this guy will be great in the return game for us as well. So Danny Gray, wide receiver, SMU, welcome to the Giants, kid. Let's get it. All right, guys, I'd like to thank you guys. If you're looking at this, thank you for tuning in for the whole video. This was the New York Giants full 7th round mock draft 3.0. I gave you trades. I gave you 13 picks because of the trades. And we got Kenyon Green, Tyler Linderbaum, Enagbare, Wydermeyer, Kinnard, Muma, Alec Pierce, Charlie Kolar, Ed Ingram, Jake Camarda, Danny Gray, Jerome Ford, and Leo Chanel. We fixed the trenches. We fixed the middle linebacker. We get us a receiver. We get us 2 tight ends. We get another receiver that could actually be dominant, given a chance. And we get a kick returner and punt returner with that guy. We get a punter that can actually punt the ball. With the thing I love about this drive is the 4 road graders we got in front of our quarterback, whoever that is. We get our other edge on the side of Ojulari, who's an absolute beast. You can move him inside. You can move him outside. You can do whatever you need to. We get a backup running back who can run fast, who's strong and has breakaway speed that could change the game when he gets in there. He can catch the ball on screens. He can do whatever you need him to do. We get Leo Chanel and Chad Muma at the linebacker position, whether they back up or whether they are the starters. Man, I feel good about both of them. We have speed at the linebacker position and someone that could cover with Muma, and we have an absolute thumper with Leo Chanel, and I love that kid, Leo Chanel, man. Hopefully he's a giant. Alec Pierce, man, we get a route runner. We get somebody that can get open. We get somebody that's going to block. We get somebody that's willing to play hard 24/7, man. The guy's going to bring it. He's a winner. We get Charlie Kolar, 6'6", 260, absolute monster in the middle of the field. He's just going to eat people up. I like the kid. I like Wydermeyer, man. Athletic tight end that's going to burn people on the post. You want to come up on that play action because you're scared of our run because of those road graders are knocking out your defensive tackles and edges. Guess what? We're going to hit you right over the top with Wydermeyer, or right over the middle with Kolar. Or we're going to hit you over the top with Alec Pierce. Or we can hit you over the top with Galladay. Or we can hit you across the middle with Tony and let him eat alive. We can do screens with Tony now and let him eat. We got a punter that can move the field positions for us and switch it for us and let that defense take over and get us the ball back. Ed Ingram, Linderbaum, Kenyon Green, Kinnard. Let's eat. Let's eat. Let's knock somebody out, man. I love this mock draft. This is probably my best mock draft that I've done. If you don't feel that way, I know it's the one that I enjoy doing the most because, man, I got us some road graders on this offensive line. What we need. We're gonna lose 4 offensive linemen. I picked up 4 offensive linemen for you. Traded back twice. Got some assets. Got a 2nd round pick and a 3rd round pick for next year's draft as well. And man, just look at the talent that's on this picture with me here talking. And I think we can do some things if this draft happens. Yes, this is a mock draft, but if something like this happened, I believe it turns this franchise around with the new GM and a new coach. Man, good luck to those guys. Hopefully they choose the right people. They come in here with the right attitude. No more fighting amongst each other. No more interviews where people are mocking people. No more face paint. No more clown noses. Let's get back to being the New York Football Giants. We have 4 Super Bowls. We have a lot more Super Bowls than a lot of teams. We're more profitable than a lot of teams. We're one of the best rated franchises for a reason, and people are taking their turns kicking us because we're down right now. And that's what you do to a winner when they're going through a little something. You kick them because you know once they get back to doing what they do, it's a wrap. And with drafts like these, we're going to get back to being a G-man. So thank you for tuning in. New York Giants full 7-round mock draft 3.0. The previous 2 drafts did very well. Hopefully this one does well as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And thank you for tuning in. And until the next mock draft, peace. Super high.